What is good, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to be doing a DC reaction video today, and it's going to be from one of the GOATs, one of the most goated comic channels out there. My top three favorite comics channel was always Comic Historian, Comics Explained, and Variant Comics. Hands down, at least in the top three for me, out of all YouTube channels. And better yet, I think they're like the three biggest comic YouTube channels too. So, but yeah, really good guy. Makes incredible content. So like, if let's say if you finish everything in the Explained territory and Historian, if you haven't seen this guy, check out all his stuff. Just so many good fucking videos, dude. And they'll just continue to be on more and more because there's tons and tons of comics. It's comics are not going anywhere when it comes to Marvel and DC. So, but this is gonna be a really cool one. Give them all the love and support. But without further ado, the title of the video is Godzilla Rex the Justice League. This is really badass, and this like what happened like a year ago where it became like a big event, and I just never had the time to check it out or get into it, but just the concept of it is so fucking cool, and I'm actually really intrigued to fucking see this shit, just to see Godzilla just beating everybody's ass, and just to hilariously see Batman like for once not even have like a prep time, you know, moment to like even deal with this fucking threat or so. Or who knows, maybe he is the saving grace, like as always. But I'm really curious to see the storyline of this and see what happens. And let's get it, guys. Godzilla Rex the Justice League.
Merry Christmas, Variant Nation. It is Christmas Eve, and we hope you are
Christmas
spending it doing
Eve?
something you
That's
love
crazy.
with someone you love. And to help you get the party started, what could be more festive than a Yuletide stroll into the DC comic universe to find out if Godzilla actually killed Superman? You heard that right. Through the first two issues of Justice League vs. Godzilla vs. Kong, Superman and the DC heroes have been getting wrecked by the kaiju, aka the Titans, the monsters that suddenly appeared on their Earth. And at the end of issue 2, Godzilla hits Supes with his atomic breath, leaving him cooked and unconscious on the final page. We already covered the first two issues, which you could find right here, but issue 3 just came out, and the Justice League...
And that's really impressive because Superman has some insane durability feats, dude, throughout the comics.
Seemingly only just begun, as word starts to spread that their best player and beacon of hope might be dead. So let's dive in and see what happens. The issue starts off with the Flash running to Iron Heights prison, saying to himself, giant monsters attacking our major cities. Yes, sir, it's happening. I've pretty much seen it all as the Flash. Apes, time-traveling supervillains, intergalactic warlords. If that doesn't put me over the top, I don't know what will. And this fog, it's thick and unnaturally so. Strangely, it's starting to slow me down. Yeah, definitely not natural. It's toxic, as he arrives at Iron Heights, looking up at the Titan Scylla, who was climbing over the prison as he says,
shit.
This definitely puts me over the top. Now I have seen it all, which in this case is in the shape of a humongous Cthulhu squid crab thing. Before trying to deal with the Titan, Flash runs around the prison trying to wrangle all the escaped prisoners, as Scylla has all but completely leveled the prison. But of course the prisoners don't give up without a fight, as the Flash is like, you really want to challenge the fastest man alive? But they realize the mysterious fog is slowing the Flash down and eventually are able to dogpile him. Luckily for Barry, Supergirl shows up blowing away the fog. At this point he's able to get back up and use his super speed to do his thing. Meanwhile, Supergirl turns her attention to deal with Scylla with the help of Green Lantern, who also just arrived. But as she flies in to give the Titan a super punch, she realizes she can't hear Superman's heartbeat anymore, telling Green Lantern, I could always hear his heartbeat. Always. But it stopped. How replies Superman?
Holy
no,
shit.
There's no way. That means, frightened, she interrupts him saying, I have to go check on him, leaving Green Lantern and the Flash to deal with the giant squid crab monster. We are then taken back to Metropolis.
His heart stopped like momentarily? Like what the fuck?
Apparently dead on the ground in front of Godzilla, who does his iconic roar at him and Billy Batson, who is by Superman's side. As Godzilla starts stomping towards Superman and Billy, someone says, hang on, I'm coming, as we see a massive foot step over Superman, and on the next page, we see it's Atom Smasher. And let me just say, this makes all the sense in the world to have Atom Smasher, who can grow to the size of Godzilla, fight Godzilla. Atom Smasher then starts going WWE on Godzilla, while Hawkgirl comes to Superman's aid. Right after this, we see Godzilla get the upper hand on Atom Smasher, tail whipping him into a skyscraper, then taking a giant bite out of his shoulder, as Billy looks on saying, Atom Smasher, with Atom Smasher falling to the ground. Hawkgirl then picks up Superman's body as Billy stands up saying,
bro, like if Superman couldn't take out Godzilla, who the fuck do you think Adam? What the fuck Adam doing, bro? You know, come on, man. Like, you know.
Superman, that's right. Apparently, Godzilla just killed...
And Billy, if you don't transform into goddamn Shazam, I swear to God, I'm gonna walk in that comic somehow and slap the shit out of you. Like,
Justice Leaguers, with the crazy one being freaking Superman. Billy, pissed off that Godzilla just killed 2 of his friends, says, I'll distract it. get Superman out of here. Hawkgirl says, I'm not gonna leave you. He tells her, this is all my fault. I have to fix it. Because remember, it was Billy's actions in issue 2 that forced Superman to save Billy, which left Superman open to Godzilla's attack, which led to his death. So
I
Billy
can't
just
believe
stands and
he
waits for Godzilla
died.
to get close enough to him,
He doesn't
saying,
stay
"I'm
dead,
not
bro. There's
afraid
no
of you."
way.
A little closer, as he then says the magic word Shazam, calling down lightning, which goes through Godzilla's back and out his chest, eventually reaching Billy, turning him into Earth's mightiest mortal, Shazam. Shazam then flies in the air, saying to Hawkgirl, get Superman out of here. I'll lure the monster out of the city. But first, as he flies into Godzilla, giving him a massive uppercut, with Supergirl finally arriving, doing the same thing. Tag teaming the Titan. And on the next page, we see their double uppercut knock Godzilla on his butt as he comes crashing down on top of several skyscrapers. But Shazam says that won't keep him down for long. With Godzilla temporarily down, Supergirl flies down to Superman as Hawkgirl says, I'm sorry, Supergirl replies, it's not your fault. Hawkgirl asks, what do we do? Supergirl tells her, take him to the fortress and wait for me. I've got this. Meanwhile, Godzilla gets back up as Shazam lures him out of the city. At this point, over the Justice League radio, Cyborg says, team, things are getting out of hand in Central City. Prisoners from Iron Heights have broken out, and the giant Cthulhu creature is giving Flash and Green Lantern a heck of a time. Are there any available Leaguers out there? We then see at Iron Heights things aren't going so well, and to make matters worse, Captain Cold, Black Manta, and Cheetah show up as
oh my god,
fellow rogues. But Cheetah says, shouldn't we be focusing on finding Toyman? He's
like villains, bro. There's monsters that are even bigger threats to the League, and you're trying to fight them right now. Use your braids, bro.
all this. Black Manta says, way ahead of you. I've issued a contract to Deathstroke, so while he fetches Toyman for us, we'll strengthen our numbers and let the Justice League deal with the monsters. As Captain Cold uses his cold gun to freeze the Flash. Meanwhile, in Themyscira, Wonder Woman and Donna Troy use their lassos to wrangle the Titan Behemoth, but as they're trying to communicate with him saying they're not a threat, he leaves with Wonder Woman saying something is calling it. Then back at Iron Heights, Flash of course breaks free from the ice by vibrating extremely fast, and then uses whirlwinds to attack Scylla, who is currently trying to crush Green Lantern. The Flash's tornado winds is able to temporarily disorient Scylla, freeing Green Lantern, at which point he uses his ring to blast the monster. Supergirl arrives using her heat vision as they both push the monster back into the ocean. As they're doing this, Green Lantern asks, what happened with Superman? She says, he's down, maybe for good. Once the monster retreated into the water, Flash says to Supergirl, wait, what do you mean maybe for good? Green Lantern then says, that can't be right. How? She tells him the monster from Metropolis burnt him alive. I can't believe it. They keep referring to Superman's death, which is nuts. The last time he was killed was when Doomsday killed him.
Yeah, literally.
Years ago. Given this isn't main continuity, but it's still crazy nonetheless. At this point, we're taken to Skull Island,
okay, so it's not the main kind of. Okay, interesting. So this is like a whole other universe then. Okay, this is a lot more believable then.
Last issue as he sees Kong fighting several other Titans.
I just love how Batman's nowhere to be found, bro. He's like, nah, you guys got this shit.
Doing to the Justice League saying, I could use some help here on this monster island. As he watches Kong, realizing he's clearly the Alpha. Eventually, Green Arrow is spotted, but Supergirl arrives telling Kong, I mean you no harm, but you must back away from my friend. Kong, curious of the flying woman in front of him, tries to grab her out of curiosity, but Supergirl just punches him in the face, which clearly pisses him off. Back in Gotham City, we see Batman and his team has sedated the Titan that was attacking Gotham. As Cyborg says, all these monsters have retreated, and not so much from anything we...
That is fucking hilarious, how Batman's the only guy to beat the monster. I love it, bro. That's Batman for you.
Batman asks, a dog whistle? From who? Cyborg says he's working on triangulating the source. It's somewhere in the southeast. Shazam then arrives saying, hey guys, it's my fault. I messed up real bad. Batwoman asks Billy, what is it? What are you talking about? He tells them, I was just trying to help. Superman is dead. They all stare at him like, what? Batman eventually speaks up saying, no, don't say that. He's not dead. He's not. Nobody say a word to Lois until I see. And then on the last page of the issue, we see the beacon is coming from Lex Luthor in the desert. And just like that, friends, we have Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong, issue 3. The series continues to be a ton of fun with the Justice League fighting off giant titans, but the big takeaway here is that Superman could actually be dead, cooked alive by Godzilla's atomic breath.
Oh, the video's about to end.
Absolutely crazy.
Is it like another part?
Like everyone else, we thought Godzilla had just wounded him and expected expected to see him rebound in a big way in issue 3. But the exact opposite has happened. So if Supes does turn out to be dead for real, that would be a wild confirmation that Godzilla's atomic breath is powerful enough to take out the Man of Steel. For now, Hawkgirl is taking him to the fortress.
Of course, like the series isn't in his description either. Because why would that be?
Said that they might be holding off to build the.
About it, guys. But yeah, it was really good. It was really good. I fucked with it a lot. It's pretty dope. But if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below as well. Subscribe for more content. Subscribe if you guys love the channel, and let me know what you even thought of like the Godzilla vs. the Justice League comic event series. Like, we didn't get to see the full story, unfortunately. I thought it would be a little bit more than that, or like maybe he had like at least in the description he had like the other episodes, but I don't think he does, and unfortunately I don't really have the time to be looking for all that. But if we ever do have a continuation, I could always go from there. But you guys could always just on your own time just go check it out and look through all his stuff, and maybe he has a playlist for like the Godzilla event too. So but yeah, as always guys, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Catch you guys next time. I've been out. Peace.